What's up, guys? In this video, we're going to go over what's on my iPhone 6 because I've been getting a lot of requests to do that video lately. And plus, if you search that on YouTube, it's just a bunch of beauty gurus and beauty tubers that show up for what's on my iPhone 6. And I think the tech YouTubers should get that back. I think we should take back what's rightfully ours. So you can help me, a tech YouTuber like myself, get that by giving this video a thumbs up and commenting down below. Because no offense to them, but if you watch a beauty guru's what's on my iPhone 6 video, it's probably going to be something like, so these are the 38 different apps that I use to edit my Instagram photos. So as a tech YouTuber, I'm going to give my best shot at what's on my iPhone 6. So let's get right into this video. I'm going to try to make it quick. Let's go. All right, so let's start off with my dock. My dock hasn't changed in 5 years, and I'm not joking. I always keep my text, email, Safari, and settings in my dock. And if you have a problem with that, meet me outside, okay? And I probably won't fight you because I'm not a fighter. So yeah, my text, I use that, email, Safari, I just use those all the time. So those got to be in my dock. Starting off at the top left next is the phone folder, and I have FaceTime, Google Voice, and my phone in that folder because I don't really use these too much, but I have to have them in right there at the top. So that's my phone folder. I got my music folder next, and I got Pandora. Obviously, SoundHound is identify artists and songs by listening to the holding your phone up to the song that it's playing. RDO is similar to Pandora. It's internet streaming, radio, iTunes Store. Songs is a really cool music app for listening to playlists while you want to be in the mood for some type of mood. Musi is for streaming YouTube music. Genius is a lyrics app. TuneWiki is another lyrics app because lyrics is 50% of the song. Most people don't know that. The actual music app for the music on my iPhone. And then second page of the folder, I got MP3 music app, which is the download MP3s for free. Insta-Lyrics, another lyrics app. I like lyrics for some reason. Insta-Lyrics is cool. It'll if you tap on it while the song's playing, it automatically looks up the lyrics to that song, which is cool. SoundCloud is another cool app. I don't really use it. Amazon Music for Amazon Prime members. The Music Bed is for music that I use in personal videos. And Grooveshark, this is actually a shortcut to the Grooveshark HTML5 player. It's not an app, it's just a shortcut to the Safari website. So, and about the Taylor Swift, the new Taylor Swift album, she took it off Spotify. So if you're a Spotify user and you want to listen to Taylor Swift album, just use Grooveshark. It's on there for free. So I guess she doesn't know that. So you can stream that for free if you want to do that. Let's move on to the Hangouts app. That is the app I use to make free phone calls over Wi-Fi. Calendar app, photos, camera, weather, notes, Google. Those are all pretty self-explanatory. Alien Blue is probably the most used app that I ever use. That along with Pocket Cast probably are my two most used apps. Alien Blue is Reddit client, so I'm on Reddit a lot. Facebook, Twitter. Feedly is a RSS reader to keep track of all my news, stuff like that. I don't use it that often. Evernote, I use that all the time. I keep track of my notes. It's like a virtual notebook on the cloud. Spotify, of course, my music app. I'm a Spotify premium member, so I got to have that. Instagram, of course. YouTube, of course. Pocket Cast is my go-to podcast app. It does cost money, but it is worth it. Full Fitness is my workout tracker. Track my workouts. MyFitnessPal is a calorie tracker, and Pocket is an app that lets you keep track of blogs that you want or articles that you want to read later, anything on the web that you want to read later, and just keep a list of. And then I got my productivity folder here. So let's get into here and I'll show you what's in here. I got Wunderlist. It's my to-do list or my shopping list. I use that for both. Just a list-taking app. Reminders. Lyft is a motivational app along with Everest. That's a motivational app as well. You can keep track of your goals and your dreams, if you have those. Balanced is a cool app to keep track of your habits if you want to build better habits for your life. And Google Drive and Dropbox are both online storage apps, so you can keep your documents online and have access to them at all times. Let's move on to the social folder. I have Google+. The YouTube Creator Studio is a must-have for YouTubers. I can go in here and respond to you guys' comments. This is a cool app to have if you're a YouTuber. Pages, if you have a Facebook fan page, that's what I use to manage that. Stumble Upon, you can use that if you want to waste time. Vine, I don't really use Vine, it's not my thing. Messenger, Facebook Messenger, of course, you got to have that. Buffer and Hootsuite are like apps that you use to schedule social media posts for the future, so you can create a whole list and have it scheduled out. Pretty useful apps. Snapchat, if you're into that kind of thing. And then the second page, I got Facebook Paper. Don't really use it that much. And then SnapHack. If you guys want to use that at your own discretion, that's if it saves Snapchats without telling the other person. And then my last folder on my homepage is sports, and it's basically just all ESPN apps. I only watch basketball and football. Sports Center, my go-to sports app that I keep track of all my scores. Then I got my fantasy football app. I'm 5-3, my best season so far. Holla. And then I got Champ Drive, which is the college football app. I'm a huge college football fan. And Watch ESPN app when I'm trying to watch my game when I'm on the road. So that is my home screen. That's my home screen. Now let's move on to the second screen. I only have 3 screens, so we're halfway through almost. Flickster is my go-to movie app. It has movie reviews and movie theater showtime schedules, so you can go in there and look that up with Flickster. ITV is a TV guide app. Drippler is an app that gives you articles about your device. So I have an iPhone, and I use Drippler it just gives me a list of all the latest blog articles from mostly tech websites about stuff to do with your iPhone. Mint is a personal finance app. Awesome to keep track of my expenses and my income. My shopping folder, this is where all my money gets sucked into. I got eBay, Amazon, Red Laser, which is a barcode scanner, shows you the lowest price available when you scan a barcode. Craigslist, Etsy, Retail Me Not for coupon codes, B&H Photo, and the Apple Store. Okay, so that's the shopping folder. The Maps folder, I got the crappy Apple Map. If you use Apple Maps, you're the devil. I use Google Maps and Waze. I never use Apple Maps because I've tried it too many times. It's failed me too many times, and I'm not giving it another chance. Sorry. So moving on to the utilities folder, I got my contacts, my calc, my voice memos, speed tests for testing out my internet speed on my LTE or my Wi-Fi connection. Scan Pages and Cam Scanner are both scanning apps, so you can take pictures of documents and it turns them into PDFs. QR reader for QR codes, and the police scanner. I don't ever use that. I should probably get rid of that. And then I have the best folder on my phone. It's called Craps. Pretty clever, huh? This is for all the crappy apps that I never use, passbook, stocks, mostly just Apple stock apps that you can't delete, or stuff that I never use. Or I used to use the podcast app until I went to Pocket Casts, and now the podcast app is no longer needed. So these are just crappy apps that I don't use. So let's move on to books. I got Goodreads, which is a book review site app. Got the Kindle app so I can read my Kindle books, and I got the iBooks app too. I use iBooks sometimes. Videography folder. This is for all the apps that have to do with video, creating video, editing video, stuff like that. So I got Filmic Pro, will let you customize your video when you're taking video on your iPhone. Cameo, SM app, the YouTube Capture app, Director, Videolicious, my Panasonic GH4 app, iMovie for editing, and Hyperlapse, new Instagram Hyperlapse video app. So this is just these are all basically anything that has to do with video, creating video, editing video, stuff like that, publishing video. So if you're into videography, check out some of these apps. These are really good. Fitness, I got another fitness folder for the less used fitness apps. I got 7-Minute Workout, Foodjucate, which gives you like food ratings and reviews of certain foods, if it's good or bad. And Zombies Run, it's an app that it's like an interactive game that you use to make running more fun because running sucks. So that's a cool app to have. Games folder, I don't play many games, but I did a top 10 games video. I'll link to that in the description below, but these are some of my favorite games. Quiz Up, Trivia Game, Dots, I'm sure you heard of that. You probably never heard of Flappy Bird, some game, I don't know. Song Pop is like trivia for songs. You play against random people. 2048's addicting. Smash Hit's fun. Jupiter Jump, and Paperama. So those are my favorite games. And again, I did a video about most of these. So Dragon Dictation is speech to text. Apps Fire is a way to keep track of your apps that you want. So if you're tracking an app and you want to see if the price drops, you can use this and it will notify you. Gas Buddy gives you the cheapest gas that is nearest you. I love that app. Saved me probably 20 cents so far in my life, so that's good. Quora is like a Q&A site app that you can like see people's questions that people ask and see the answers. It's like, I don't know, you ask questions and you can see answers to people, and it's just random questions, a lot of questions that you won't find anywhere else. So you can check out Quora. It's pretty interesting. Yellow Pages, self-explanatory. Udemy is like for online courses. OpenTable is for restaurant reviews and reservations. Daily is like Twitter suggestions for your Twitter social media suggestions each day. I don't really use it that much. Of course, the App Store. Aweber Stats for my email list. I can keep track of my email Stats on this app, I don't really use that often. Aviary and Camera 360 are two really good photo editing apps. It's the only two I use, but I keep both of them because they both work really well, and I haven't been able to choose just one, so I keep both of them. Moving on to the last page, I got my X200 app, and this is the apps for my Sound Blaster X200 Bluetooth speaker. I did a review over it. I'll leave a link to that in the description as well, so you can check that out. Elevate is one of my favorite apps. It's like a brain game. It's kind of like a game, but it's not really. It basically makes you smarter, or increases your brain activity for the day, increases your vocabulary, and you get scored, and you got to progress and see how well you do. It's pretty addicting. So Elevate is really cool. Check that out. Fiverr is an outsourcing app, so if you've never heard of it, you pay $5 for people to do pretty much anything. People will do almost anything for $5. So check that out. I use that for doing like my YouTube transcripts sometimes. Netflix, of course, got to have my Netflix when I Chromecast it to my TV. Bitly for tracking my short links. Relax M is like a nature sounds, white noise, relaxing noises type app. So like if you want to listen to some soothing nature sounds or some babbling brooks, you can listen to that if you're trying to fall asleep. I used to use it. I don't really use it that much anymore. Snap Guide is an app that has like a whole bunch of different guides to various different topics. It just shows you how to do stuff. So it's a pretty cool app. Run Pee, it gives you the best times to go pee during a movie. It does come in handy when you need it. Facets is a wallpaper app. If you've ever seen MKBHD's videos, you'll see that he uses this app because this awesome graphic designer creates these different wallpapers from these shapes, and it's really cool. So check that out. Tapatalk allows me to keep track of all my forums and comment on my different forums that I like to subscribe to. Wallpapers HD is a wallpapers app. It gives you a list of a whole bunch of cool wallpapers that are properly fit for your device. So that I actually got this wallpaper right now that you're seeing on my phone from Wallpapers HD. So check that out. Yik Yak is pretty interesting. It's like an anonymous message board, like Twitter type thing for people in your area, like in a certain radius around you. So like you can go on here and just look at what people are saying around you, and it's all anonymous, so you don't know who it is. It's pretty interesting. It's pretty popular with college campuses. Songkick is a way to keep track of all my favorite comedians or artists, music artists, to see if they're on tour or if there are any shows near me coming up. Data Man is a really cool app to track my data usage for the month on my cell data usage and my Wi-Fi data usage. So if you need an app to track your data usage, Data Man is the one I recommend. It's awesome. Replay is like a video editing app. I haven't used it yet. I just downloaded it, so I don't know much about it, but like you can edit videos to music and stuff like that. And Refresh is like a way to find out information about people just from their aggregates all the public information about a certain person and gives it to you from their LinkedIn, their Facebook, their Twitter. I just downloaded that as well, so I'm pretty new to that. So that's what's on my iPhone 6. I hope it satisfied you in some little way. I hope it introduced you to some new apps. If you have any apps that you want to recommend, just leave a comment down below and let me know, and let everybody else know. I'm sure they'll appreciate it. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to this channel and check out my other iPhone videos. I will link them up around here somewhere. You'll probably see them for the next 10 seconds. So check those out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.